Everyone. So today I'm gonna make a video on how to get started with freelancing. I basically started this 3 years ago, and since then I've been working on and off on this website. So the best part about freelancing is that you are not bound with any time limits or any you don't have to actually take out time from your busy schedule. You can work whenever you want to, and that's the best part according to me. Other than that, you can actually earn a very good amount of money, not in the beginning, but once you've made your profile and you've had your experience, then it gets pretty good. So there are 4 or 5 websites that are very popular for freelancing, but I would prefer this one because I've worked on it and I've had a good experience. Other than that, it has a really good interface. It's easy to use, especially if you're a beginner. So the first thing that you need to do is you have to go to www.upwork.com. Once you're here, if you don't have an account here, you need to sign up. Once you sign up, there are certain things that you need to do in order to make your profile 100%. So you will select this one here. I'm looking for online work, and then you're gonna make your profile. Make sure that you complete your profile 100% because that's very important. If you don't, then the probability of getting jobs gets really low because people don't usually think that you're capable of doing the jobs. So the first step that you should take is completing your profile 100%. Once you're done with that, the other thing is that you need to apply. You need to start applying to the jobs very carefully. First of all, you need to think that what skills do you actually possess and what work can you actually do. Don't just apply to the jobs and then think that if you can do the job or not. Just skim through all the jobs and just make sure that you're applying to the correct jobs. So I'll log in into my own account to show how the jobs are organized there. Okay, so once you've made your account, this is how it would look like. So these are the jobs. So the first thing is that whenever you're applying to the job, make sure that this is written there, payment verified, and there's a tick next to it, because there are a lot of scams happening here. And for instance, this one, it says payment unverified. You should never apply to these jobs because you're probably not going to get paid for them. The next thing is that it's better to apply to those jobs which have already spent some money, which you can see here like this, because again, even if the payment method is verified but the amount spent is really low and there are no feedback on the client, then it's a little risky. So I would prefer that you just apply to jobs which have their payment method verified and they have a good review. Once you apply to the job, like you select on whatever job you're interested in, you click on it. Once you're into it, you see the description, you read the details about the job. That you make sure that you read the details properly and carefully, because there are times when many clients, they write some hidden word in their details and they require you to write that word in your cover letter, otherwise they are going to ignore your application. So that is important. So once you're done with the details, just go down, and the next thing is that you should check the activity on this job. So you can see that how many proposals have been made to this job. It is less than 5, so there's a higher probability that if you apply right now, you might be chosen as one of the employees for it. So because if as the number of proposals increase, it gets really difficult, and especially if you're a beginner and you don't have any experience on your profile, then it gets really difficult to get hired. So after seeing this, And also make sure that the amount that the client is interviewing right now is 0, because that means that he has not yet decided on anyone, so you have your chance. After doing that, when you're sure that you have decided to apply on this job, then just click on submit a proposal. There you need to select the rate that you're going to bid for, and your cover letter and any other questions that might be there that are posted by the client. So the most important thing about the bidding is that since you're a beginner, you might actually want to set your price lower than the average price so that the client gets attracted to you, because that's the only thing that's going to work here, since you don't have any experience on your profile. You wouldn't want to work for low rates, but that is what everyone does and they have to do it. Even I worked for really low rates in the beginning just to make sure that I have some experience on my profile. Once your experience keeps on increasing, then you can actually work for higher rates and people would see your skills and experience rather than your rates. So, but right now, being a beginner, you should you should always, whatever the budget is for the job that is given, you should always try to write as low as possible. After that, the most important thing is the cover letter. Just don't make it too lengthy. I would recommend, and I would recommend from my own experience, just write 2 or 3 lines. Just let them know that you can do this job in a very less time and perfectly without any errors. Also let them know that if there are any errors, you're going to fix them until they are satisfied, and that they should provide this opportunity to you in order to build your profile. So that is going to work. After that, just after 2 or 3 sentences in your cover letter, just answer honestly all the questions that are there in the job. Like not all the jobs have additional questions, only the clients who choose to put additional questions have them there. So just answer them in, like, you don't have to make up stuff. Just write what you think you are capable of and you can handle. After that, just apply to the job. And the most important thing is that many people, what they do is that after applying to, let's say, 30 jobs in the beginning, if they don't get any job, they just leave this website and they never come back to it. So that's the important part here. Don't give up that early. I would like to share my own experience in this regard, that I got my first job here on this website after about one and a half months. And during this time period, I tried changing how I wrote my cover letters and I tried different techniques. So after all those attempts, I came to know what works the best, and that is what I'm sharing with you people right now. So, and once your profile keeps on building and it gets really good feedback, it gets pretty easy to get more jobs, because people see that you've been working from a very long time, you have good feedback on your profile, your rates are not that high, they're good for your quality, so they would prefer hiring you for their job. And I started this as a content writer and doing data entry, and since last year I shifted from that to developing websites, mostly on WordPress, and actually modifying websites according to the client's details. and involving HTML, CSS, and PHP codes. So you might also learn different stuff while you do the jobs, and then you might want to shift your profession from some basic one to a more specific one, and that's where you can start earning more. So I think that's it for now. Just don't give up even if you don't get a job for a month, because it's really difficult for beginners. I can understand that, but never give up. Just keep on applying to more and more jobs, and just make sure that you have a really good profile set up. In case that you need any help, you can always view my profile as an example if you want to see how I've written stuff or how I've put my portfolio in it. So you can see here. I would also post the link in the description below. And I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you feel that my videos are helpful, please subscribe to my channel and do comment below if you want any specific videos so that I can work on them. And that's it. Thank you.